you ever like look at your body type? Do you ever look in the mirror like and just like really look at your body?
I try not to.
Well, because I've been doing that a lot where I'm like,
just looking at your body.
I'm like really self-conscious about this keg right here.
Dude, I'm fatter than I've been in years, dude. Because I've got kind of like this dad weight on me.
You think you're getting the dad bod, dude?
A little bit right now.
Yeah.
Just because I've been eating a little bit worse, just like scheduling wise and stuff like that.
Really?
Just a little bit.
I have to give you a compliment. Like, I didn't want to talk, since this is a Patreon exclusive. Dude, you have healthy sized nuts. They're like, they're like fucking walnuts, man. I'm a little jealous of them. I have like little grapes.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
You underplay them.
Dude.
You underplay them, dude. Okay, well.
Dude.
Was that on camera?
Yeah.
Do you care if that goes on Patreon?
I don't know.
You tell me now. So
I already did it.
You tell me now.
It was just only the top of it.
So you're okay with it?
I'm okay with it.
Patreon exclusive. The bonus uncensored content you get here.
We can't do that on YouTube, baby.
No. Baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever, I mean, because I was really looking at the size of one of your testicles, and I was like, I went through a whole, like, I went through a whole, like, thought process. Bro, I was really looking at
You studied them.
Yeah, I was looking at one of your nuts, and I was like, I didn't want to say anything, because I'm like, don't say it. But I was like, really, I was getting jealous of one of your nuts. I was like, fuck. The fucking asshole. This guy's nut is way bigger than one of my testicles. That's what was like entering my minefield. I was like, fuck, dude. But, dude, I can't be mad at you. That's genetics, man. I don't know if, like, my genes are... Like, the reason why Korean men's nuts are smaller because they're, like, on the rice field or, like, you know, like, planting kimchi or... I don't know. I mean...
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I always think about, like, just my body type and...
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah, you should be proud of what God gave you. Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Have you seen any... we haven't talked about this a lot, but... Like, when my brothers brought you to the Korean sauna, like, the spa.
Yeah.
Like, you had no qualms about getting naked. You didn't put on... You went full naked, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like, would you say other comics wouldn't be as open?
Well, yeah.
To going naked?
Literally, like, Bobby said, don't be weird like Lenoci. He left his boxers on.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, what do you think that is? Do you think that's the way...
I think it's a white culture thing.
Yeah, well, what is it about white culture that you guys are ashamed? I mean, like, showing your dick and your nuts?
Well, I think more just in that setting. I think other cultures, too. I think that there is I think, like, kind of like Scissor Bro style, if it's in the vein of something funny, I don't think that white guys have any problem whipping their nuts out at all. Because it's in the context of being funny, but in the context of like
going to a spa,
public, you know,
public display.
Yeah, that might not be like, they might be a little bit more weird about that. Certain people, I can't speak for all white people, or I don't know. Some people might not even care at all. But obviously, one of the comedians that Bobby and I know cared where he didn't want to get naked. I just didn't care. I'm like, okay, if that's what everybody's doing here, then that's what we're doing.
Do you remember when you got your first pubic hair?
No.
You don't remember when you started getting hair on your nuts?
I guess a little bit. Yeah.
Was it like...
I remembered I shaved so much one time on my upper lip that I shaved the first layer of skin off of... Because I kept trying to get it more and more clean shaven. Yeah. And I ended up shaving off. I had red above my lip because I shaved off the top layer of skin.
Why did you do that?
Because I thought that's how you shaved, like that, like.
Oh.
Yeah, my dad had showed me, but I'm like, I'm gonna get it really clean shaven, and then I was taking skin off. It was gross.
Did your dad beat you down, like my dad beat me down?
Not like that.
But he used a belt, because remember?
Yeah. Oh, dude, yeah.
He used a leather belt.
Yeah, he used to.
Oh well.
The snap? Come on, dads do the
he
snap.
Did the fucking Enter the Dragon nunchuck.
Yeah, come on.
He went like that.
That's a dad move from back in the day.
Oh my god!
Snapping that leather.
I thought he did like a whole like woo.
Oh no.
No, he didn't like wind up.
No.
So it was mostly a bap, like a
Yeah.
backhanded.
Sometimes it was front-handed.
It was
I think so.
on your face,
No, on my butt.
just on your ass.
Yeah.
Why? Do you remember why he would like? What did you do wrong for him to?
I would.
to-
It would
to-
be
for him to
me
break out the
acting
belt.
up. It'd be me acting up for whatever reason. I was a pretty good kid, but I still got like spankings and did stuff like that. If I wasn't listening, if I said something like smarted off, like talking back or something like that. Mainly it was me fighting with my brother or sister that I would get spankings for.
Did you have any gay experiences growing up as an adolescent?
Not that I can recall.
Because
There's
me and
a-
my buddy, I don't want to say his name. Like we, one time I was over at his house, and he didn't know how to masturbate. I remember that we both got naked, and like we were like, it's kind of on some Scissor Bro shit where we're like side by side, and then I was teaching him how to dip his fingers in the Vaseline, and then I remember he was like. He was doing it. And I'm like, you need to use more Vaseline, and you didn't do that with your friends.
Did you ever take over for him?
No. We were both
Doing it
No.
in the same room?
yeah in the same room.
Okay,
Have
well-
you done anything like that?
Okay, well, now,
Because this is stuff
do
we
you
know.
consider that a gay experience, though, or just something like kids not really knowing their bodies and them just exploring things? Because
Wait a minute, man. Hold up. What are you about to say right now?
I'm just saying, because if you consider that a gay experience, then yeah, I've had some gay experiences.
But what else? I want to know what.
But
story
first,
you're
let me ask my question.
Because you're adding another
You're
layer
adding a
to
different
it.
layer to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a different element.
Yeah.
Do you find what you just described as gay,
Kind of, because
or
we're
do-
both naked in the same room.
Yeah, but did you get arousal at any
no
point of your friend?
No.
So it's kind of hard to say whether that's a gay experience or if that's just something of two kids who are completely ignorant about their bodies
Yeah.
and trying to figure it out together as friends.
I want to hear your story. What do you got on it? What do you got? You got something
I
for
can't
me?
remember if
'Cause
I've
I might.
told- if I've
No.
told-
Be open and honest. I might give you another one after. So you say yours.
I
and
think
I
I
got
may
another.
have told you this
Wait,
one.
Wait, but really, be vulnerable. This is our patrons. Be vulnerable. Be real about it.
Okay, I
Don't
will.
leave out any. Yeah, go ahead.
I think I may have told this at one point, but I don't know if I did actually. So hopefully it's fresh for you guys. I went to this summer camp, this church camp. Hold your horses.
Go ahead.
Hold your horses. And basically, my friend said that he could do a magic trick.
I love your setups. Keep going, brother.
Now, I had never masturbated before, so I really wanted to see what this magic trick was. So,
Don't make it as a joke. Say it for
No,
real.
no, this
I don't
is-
want to set up punch. I want you to do it the storytelling time
okay.
in a real way.
So he goes, you want to see me do a magic trick? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, what is it? And he goes, I can make stuff come out of my penis. I'm like, yeah, I can pee too. He goes, it's not pee.
This is way more gator than out the gate. It's already gay. Keep going.
And so I was like, I was like, no, you can't. He's like, yeah, huh?
Just you and him in the cabin or where in the woods?
In the
Where is
barracks, in the woods.
you're in the woods.
Yeah.
And he's
In the
how did
barracks,
this
in the basement.
Subject matter even got brought
Dude,
up?
I have no idea how it
He
came
goes,
about.
"You want to see a magic trick?"
Yeah.
Keep going. I love it.
So we start talking to some other people and other friends in the barracks. He's like, yeah, I can do this magic trick. And everybody's like, fine, show us.
Well, I thought it was just you and him.
At first it was, but then
Then
word.
what you said them.
But then word spread that he could do a magic trick.
Oh, because you
So
told the
he
other
sta-
campers.
yeah, 'cause he
you
sta-
told the other campers.
And he did too. He's like, I can do a magic trick, and I'm like, Chris keeps saying he could do a magic trick.
How old are you? Give me some context. How old are you?
Dude, maybe 12,
What grade is that?
6th grade.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think I was probably 12. Maybe I was 11.
And
Who
he was
knows?
braggadocious about
He was
it.
kind of braggadocious
Okay.
about it. And so word gets around that he can do this magic trick. So he's like, I'll do it. I'll do it for all of you. And it's me and like 3 or 4 other guys who are watching him in the corner of the barracks of this cabin. Okay? He pulls his pants down. We start laughing because it's our friend with his pants down. And he starts tugging on his little penis. He starts tugging on it. He starts jerking it. And we're all laughing.
And there was no pubic hair on it, right? He's sixth grade. No, he had no pubes.
He was like 11 or 12, so I don't remember that.
Okay.
I don't remember that
But
detail.
he was yanking it.
Oh yeah, yanking
How
it.
many kids were in the cabin? Or the
I said
barracks?
there's 3 or 4 outside of me total. So there's
Mhm.
3 or 4 people watching this kid in the
Yeah.
barracks, right? So he starts doing it. We're all laughing. He goes, "Stop laughing. I need to concentrate." He
You're
goes,
not making this. This is real.
I'm not making this up.
This is real.
This is a real
This has
story.
stained your memory.
Dude,
Yeah.
yeah. You can't get that out.
Yeah.
So then, basically, he starts beating it, and he's not getting hard because a bunch of dudes are watching, and we're all laughing at him, right? He goes, I need to concentrate. Let me get a photo.
Oh my god.
He pulls a photo out of his backpack or his like one of his bags
Oh my god.
of one of the girls from another summer camp that he had just attended
Oh lord.
with his arm like around her, and he starts looking at it. He's like, okay, yeah. And he starts jerking it, and then he starts getting a boner, and we're like, whoa, what's happening? He goes, it's about to happen. Dude, he keeps jerking off, and he is about to bust, obviously. He grabs his stuffed reindeer that he brought to the church camp. And
He brought a stuffed reindeer.
that's how old we were.
Whoa.
He brought a stuffed reindeer.
Whoa.
He grabbed his stuffed reindeer, and he shoots a load over the back of this reindeer. While all of us are dying laughing, not knowing what's going on. Because it's a religious camp. Nobody knows what's jerking. A lot of us don't even know what jerking off is or have never jerked off. There's one older kid that I was like, now that I look back on, I'm
Oh
like, I think
my
he knew what he was
God.
watching. But
Jerked off on a reindeer?
stuffed reindeer.
Oh god.
Yeah.
So is that gay?
Well, it's up to you. I had
No, that's not gay.
Right.
Because there's other campers there. He was showing off. Now, if it was just you and him in like the bathroom and you lock the door and he goes, "You want to see a magic trick?" That'd be more gay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the story, huh?
Yeah.
Just a weird kid jerking off in front of the other campers.
Yeah.
And
See, you got
Nutty-
real quiet once I got descriptive of when he actually busted.
what do you mean?
When I said that he busted a load on the reindeer,
Yeah.
don't eat into the mic.
I'm not.
Okay. That's a huge piece, dude.
Yeah.
Are you just going to suck on
Yeah,
it?
suck on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you going to fold it up like dip? There you go. There it is.
Right here. Yeah.
Oh,
like
yeah.
dip.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, give me a real gay story.
Dude, I don't think I have one.
You don't.
I did it like dude, between this show and then just being a fan of the Jackass era, I've done a lot of homoerotic stuff over the years, but I don't know if it's actually been gay.
Now, do you think if you're experimenting as a kid, because kids experiment, right?
Of course.
That age, is that gay? When
Just experimenting?
like experimenting, like 4th, 5th, 3rd grade. Yeah.
I don't know. I think that the people who keep wanting to do that full time, that's when it becomes gay. I think when you're just being, I don't know. I think as a kid you are experimenting a lot, and either you find it silly and funny, or you start being like, oh, I think I like this.
All right, I'll confess. So like in 3rd or 4th grade, I spent the night over. There's a nice Jewish family across the street, the Feingolds,
Mm-hmm.
and his name was Todd.
Okay.
And it was a sleepover. And so I was sleeping in his bed, and somehow it ended up we were both naked. And I got on top of him, and then he got on top of me, and we were just, yeah. Basically, it was like kind of dry humping, but I guess you would call it wet humping.
You were scissoring him?
Yeah.
You were actually naked?
Yeah.
Did you guys talk about it the next day?
No. But what ended up happening is we were doing that, and then he goes, "Let me try." And then he got on top of me. Why are you laughing? But get this. So we did that, and then he fell asleep, and I snuck into his older sister's room, and I got in bed with her, and I was like, she was older than me, dude, and I was like, touched on her coochie, bro.
You were naked?
No. I was in my underwear, but I was in like her bed after I had just done some gay shit with Todd. And so now I'm in her sister's bedroom.
I'm gonna pop a stitch, brother.
And then I'm like doing, we're messing around. And dude, I remember this vividly. The mom walked in and caught me with her daughter. And she went like this. She opened it and she went, "Oh." And she closed the door.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Can't make this shit up.
How old were you?
3rd, 4th grade. Yeah, bro. I didn't have a normal childhood, bro.
Dude.
This is a Patreon fucking exclusive, man.
Dude.
You keep this between us, motherfuckers. This is a Patreon fucking exclusive, man. You know what I'm saying? That's vulnerable shit I just said, bro.
I'm gonna pop a stitch out of my testicles right now. From laughing so hard.
Dude, what do you think about that?
I think that you are. I thought before, but now I know you're bisexual.
I'm not.
You're
dude.
bi, man.
No, I'm not.
You're just bi.
No.
You're bi-curious.
No, because I'm not sexually attracted to men.
So you got nothing out of
But
that?
I was a kid, man.
Yeah,
I was experimenting.
Yeah, but you were both naked humping each other.
Do you know how many dudes my brother got with when he was a kid?
Yeah, Bobby is not a good example of who's straight or who's bi.
Dude, he got with like 4 of his good friends. Gary Rabb, Alan Meadow.
Okay. Patreon exclusive.
I got the names. Like full-on fag-off sessions.
Patreon exclusive.
Like, the whole thing.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
Penetration?
This dude, he really did gay shit.
Has he ever talked about that?
Yeah.
Okay. Really?
For sure, butt fucking.
Patreon exclusive. Dude, the fact that we don't have, like, I'm very grateful for all of our patrons that we have, but the fact that we don't have, like, a crazy amount is mind-blowing to me sometimes when we drop these bombs on Patreon.
Oh, dude, yeah, if we aired this on the other platform, on the YouTube one, dude, it would be, you don't think, "Hey, dude, we got a big problem here, Steve." I just thought I thought it was a part of just childhood, kids growing up experimenting. You didn't have any like real gay experiences.
Not like that. I mean, dude, I watched a kid jerk off because I didn't know what was going on. But yeah, that's the extent of mine. I never had like a, I was never curious enough where
you're dry humping your friend.
No.
Yeah, I just knew even back then. I knew like we were experimenting, but I knew it was wrong, and I felt like kind of Oh, this is weird.
But did you feel that wrong because you also grew up a little religious?
No. It was more of an internal, like, inside voice. Like,
It was like, this is wrong.
yeah, it just wasn't pleasurable.
Mm-hmm. So
Now-
what did the
now,
girl
when
do?
I-
What did the girl
She
do?
was touching me back, bro.
In 3rd or 4th grade?
She was like in 6th or 7th grade.
Oh. Well, then. That's a different
Yeah,
ball game. She knows what's going on.
She does.
I mean, I'm just in
I just
comparison.
remember we're sitting upright, and
Did you have a boner?
I think so.
Or did she start just like touching
Yeah,
it?
I think she was fondling
She
me.
probably
as well.
didn't have enough knowledge to.
No, but she was touching me, I think. I don't know. That was so long ago. But I remember the way we were sitting upright with the covers. Like, the covers were covering, like, this part. And we were both, like,
Wow.
yeah, like.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Is that normal, man?
I mean, I know people who. I know a buddy who lost his virginity to his babysitter.
What?
Yeah.
Let me hear about that.
I mean, it's not really my story to
I
tell,
know,
other
but,
than
you know,
like
you could keep it fictional. Or,
I guess he used to basically like he was having sex with her at such a young age as before he came.
how old was he?
I think he was like 10 or 11.
What?
Yeah, this was early. He was having sex with his babysitter. She was like 15 or 16 and he was like 10.
Well, more like she was having sex with him.
Well, yeah.
How
but-
old was the babysitter?
15 or 16 and he was like 10. And he said that he would get this crazy feeling which would be like an orgasm, but there was
Nothing came out.
nothing would come out, so he'd just be like and like nothing would come out. But like he said that he liked that feeling, and at first it scared him and then he started like liking it, and then they started having sex like a lot when she would come over and babysit him.
Whoa, what a babysitter, huh? Now, if that happened to you, hypothetically, how would you respond?
What do you mean?
Like, would you enjoy it, or would you like?
If
Because
a
you grew up
babys-
with a religion.
If a babysitter took advantage of me?
Yeah, how would you feel?
Dude, I was such a weird kid. Like, I literally thought girls were gross until like 6th grade. I was like, yeah, you have cooties. I was a cooties kid.
Oh wow!
I was like, no, I want to play sports.
Dude, I was French kissing chicks, like tonguing them in 6th grade. I was the man. I was the man in 6th grade, bro. I like, dude, I was tonguing them.
Really?
Yeah, bro. Yeah. I got more action in middle school than I did throughout my high school.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
What happened in the
I don't know.
Did you
Wrestling,
Oh, you got obsessed.
cutting weight.
Yeah, you got obsessed.
Wrestling.
Yeah.
It fucked up my whole high school experience.
Uh,
Yeah.
uh.
I just, dude, I interviewed my friend Sean. Shout out to the relator, Sean Navarre. And he was telling me, I hadn't seen him in like years, and he was telling me, like, because I just interviewed him, and he was like, he was going through the yearbook, and I was getting so jealous. He was like, hey, do you have your yearbook? And like, we're going, it's kind of like walk down memory lane.
Yeah, of course.
And he goes, oh, and then he had stories of some of the girls, and I'm like, and it dawned on me, like, I didn't have any of these experiences you had. He was like, yeah, I remember she picked me up, and oh man, yeah, she took me by down Old Coach, and dude, she gave me the best head, bro. And I was just like, this is jealousy in my eyes. I'm like, really? Yeah.
But that same friend is probably jealous of your experiences when you toured the world with Mongchi.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, it happened later in like.
I know. I know.
It was role reversal. Like they got that in high school. I was such a late bloomer. I got that later in life.
Wouldn't you rather have it that way though?
Would I? I don't know. You tell me.
I think, dude.
Is
Rather,
it better?
Dude,
Better late than never.
come on.
Better late than never.
Rather than me being nothing against your friend, but the way I'm looking at it is he's reminiscing about high school girls that he used to.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
So you would rather have that later in life
Yeah.
than you doing that,
Dude,
like,
it's the same
in
thing
high school,
that
college.
I've seen with. I know I make probably an annoying amount of comedy analogies, but for the people who I've known that get success early versus later, they're such healthier people when it happens for them later in life rather than in early 20s when they get fame or success or something like that.
You've seen it firsthand.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are some signs of like dead giveaways of a person getting success early on in their comedy career opposed to later? What are the differences like?
I think that there, when you get something too early, a cockiness naturally comes with it for a lot of people.
I was going to say, I don't want to say any names, but I've been around it because of Bob and Mad TV. I'm not going to say any names, but just like...
You've seen it,
just
sure.
observe. Yeah, but go ahead. Go ahead.
Versus like, okay, that, somebody getting it too early versus like a Bill Burr who worked for over 20 plus years before he...
Like the blue collar way.
Yeah, just
like work, yeah.
One gig at a time.
Yeah.
Climbing slowly. Then like there's a different appreciation and a different like worth to it because you know how hard it is once you get there.
So you see that in stand-up?
Yeah, definitely.
Opposed to a person who makes a TikTok video and does a clip and they're like just doing it that way, or like they just overnight success.
Yeah. I mean, one comic that's an anomaly that everybody's talking about right now, Matt Rife, is a guy who's blown up because of TikTok and stuff like that. He sold out a world tour. But this dude has 10 plus years of doing stand-up, and he's a good guy, and he does well with crowds. So, like, but he's a guy who is younger that I'm sure some old people are freaking jealous of. They're like, oh, look at this guy. But, like, you know, there's always exceptions
to the rule.
Some people, like,
is that uncommon?
He's still very nice. Do you know what I mean? He's very nice. He's like a very kind person.
So he's not cocky in any way.
No, I don't think so.
So it's kind of like harder to hate someone like that because it's like, oh, he's a good dude.
Well, yeah. You always want to root for those people.
Just a
good people and that are still humble. Yeah, absolutely.
But for the most part...
Did you have any other gang experiences?
No. Does that intrigue you?
Dude, all the viewers and listeners of this are intrigued by that story. That story was...
I was a kid, man, you know. Don't use that.
You don't have to say it with such shame. You were
a kid. I know,
but
it's like... You like those stories?
Yeah. I love them. Because they're wild. And they're you.
That's not normal for a kid, right?
I'm sure there's a Scissor sibling that's got some kind of similar...
Like a similar story like that?
Yeah, probably.
At least I'm open to, like, I'm not, like, homophobic.
I mean,
but
my sister,
go
in,
ahead.
like, kindergarten or first grade or whatever, one of the moms called my mom at school because she tongue-kissed another girl at school. So that happens. Kids are curious and they...
How old was your sister?
Dude, she was like 6 or 7.
You know what does happen with females, though? It does.
Well, dude, that's the whole thing with, like, girls going to college and experimenting. Like, that happens a lot.
With girls, like, eating each other's coochies?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I wish I had a story like that where I was in college and I walked in on a girl and she was messing around with the girl and they go, "Come on, Steve, join us." But that's not my story.
That's not my story either. And
but wouldn't that be a great story to tell?
And guess what?
Like, I just happened to walk in. These two hot blom shells are eating each other's fucking coochies and they said, "Come join us, little guy." And I just happened to be in the mix.
This is Scissor Brothers. This isn't Fighter and the Kid, brother. We relate to a different demographic of people.
Instead, you get the fine golds.
You get the fine golds.
The fine golds across the street.
Now,
nice
have
Jewish
you
family.
talked to the fine golds recently?
No.
Let's call them up.
My cousin Eddie said later in life, Todd transferred to a private school, and he got really a very rich private school. I think like Torrey Pines or something, and he changed. And I think that he may have blocked that memory out of his brain.
He still remembers.
Do you think he remembers me?
I bet if you called him up and were like, "Do you remember the night that we were naked?"
All I have to do is this. Hey, Todd. Hey, Todd, you remember, man? You remember this, man, when we were kids?
These were the best times of my life.
You remember, Todd?
Oh, yeah.
Dude, have you seen, it reminds me of this story. Have you seen a movie called Chuck and Buck?
No, but.
Dude,
are you Chuck
it's
or
about
Buck?
that.
Yeah?
Yeah. You gotta see Chuck and Buck, dude. You gotta see it. It's so uncomfortable. It's about that as kids, they had this gay thing, and then one of the kids stalks the other kid that, who goes on with his life, but the one kid never grew up and still is attracted to this guy. The other guy's he moves to LA as a regular, he's an agent, like a music agent. And then he goes, dude, stay away from me. We're kids. I got a different life now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you haven't seen this movie?
Uh-uh.
Dude, you got to see Chuck and Buck.
That reminded me of like when I was early into LA and I had one of my first agents out here. And
Was it some gay shit?
it wasn't that, but it was for this movie that I was auditioning for where I was supposed to audition to be a rapist in the movie.
Oh, no.
And I was like, I don't know if I want to do this to my agent. And he's like, no, this is a good opportunity. You should go. And I did it, and I did the read, and it was like, I was like, God, please don't let me get this one. Because I still went on the audition.
And you tried?
Yeah.
Do you remember some of the dialogue?
No, I blocked that out.
What was the scene? At least tell me what the scene, give me context of what the scene was.
One of the scenes was me screaming at this girl, and it was just like,
get down!
Like that kind of, I think so.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it was bad, dude. And I was like, glad I didn't get booked that one.
Was there physical acting involved?
No, I wasn't like.
It wasn't like the scene with Jodie Foster and the accused.
The pinball?
On the pinball machine.
No.
Yeah, so Chuck and Buck, everyone. Go watch that movie.
Yeah,
Chuck and
ringing
Buck.
endorsement. See, I've got freaking rolls right now, dude.
Like this?
You got one keg and I've got rolls.
Would you rather have
I don't
a
know.
keg?
Yeah.
Do women even care? I mean, do they
Once they love
do the
you.
abs?
Well, yes. I mean, that's,
Yeah. Dude,
I would
has
like-
anyone
I'm gonna
commented
get back-
about our bodies? Like, dude, you guys are getting fat, or you should do some sit-ups.
Patreon exclusive.
Non-exclusive.
I don't know. Not really in the I mean, you've been talking about your neck so much recently.
Yeah. All the necks do that, though, right? Is mine especially bad, or
Oh no, all necks have it.
like this little thing here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So
You should just start wearing turtlenecks. Just out of nowhere, just start wearing turtlenecks.
Wow, that's not a bad idea.
Dude, that'd be funny, bro.
If I
For the
wore a
main
turtle-
episode, if you wore a short sleeve turtleneck, dude, you should do a cut off turtleneck. The next episode of Scissor Bros, at Goodwill, find a turtleneck and cut off the sleeves and make it sleeveless. So you have sleeveless and then a turtleneck to hide your neck. You gotta do it, dude.
to cover up.
I
my neck?
like that we're kind of trolling the main channel a little bit, and you guys know that we've been doing that on Patreon with the different hair and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I put on glasses and left my hair kind of dry and messy today just to see what people are said in the main section. Why not?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why not? If they're gonna talk about it, why not? I have control the narrative a little bit. I think I am gonna get a new haircut though soon.
Me too. I mean, is mine
Should we do a barber challenge?
I want to get a rat. I think I am ready for a rat tail.
Are you?
Yeah, I want to get rid of the mullet and just make it a rat tail. That's what I want to do.
Should I have a barber come in on Monday?
They could form it into a rat tail.
Absolutely. Should we do a barber challenge for the next episode?
How do you know they could do a rat tail?
I mean, we could just show them pictures and they're a professional.
They would know how to do a rat tail.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this is getting crazy, dude. Isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like there's a lot going on back here.
Yeah, but it would be an epic rat tail, dude. Epic.
You think so?
Yeah.
What do you mean by epic?
Like, people would be like, that's a sick rat tail, dude.
Where I could start putting beads in it and
Yes,
put
please.
Rastafarian beads.
Yes, please.
You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, yeah.
you know what I'm talking
Oh,
about.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
The red,
I know exactly what you're
yellow,
talking
and
about.
green, the Rasta beads.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that was fun, man. That was fun. Go ahead, take us away with the maybe a rat tail song or whatever you want to do.
Should
Oh,
Steebee
you
get
could
a
write
rat tail?
the Fine Golds. You could talk about. You could make it a Fine Gold song if you want.
Should Steebee get a rat tail? His rat tails never fail. They're the cure for everything. But sometimes I think if I got a rat tail, I feel I would be a little more pale.
Rat tail,
Rat tail.
rat tail. Yeah. We will prevail with the rat tails. Oh yeah. Set sail with the rat tail.
With a rat tail.
And I won't compare my hairstyle
We don't compare.
with other
Oh,
mullets out
despair.
there. A rat tail, a rat tail,
A rat tail never fails.
Hey, we don't compare, we will prevail. Set sail with my rat tail.
Does Steebee need a rat
Yeah,
tail?
yeah,
That's my question
yeah.
to you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And what kind
Yeah,
of
yeah,
her hair
yeah,
should
yeah, yeah,
I do?
Yeah, yeah, with the rat tail, Patreon exclusive. Yeah.
Oh,
A
oh, oh.
Patreon exclusive, only on patreon.com/Scissor Bros. You only get the real good shit here. Yeah.
Heck yeah. Got a few more minutes together, brother, in this paradise that we call Patreon. Do you want to do some scissors? We don't do scissors
Yeah,
on Patreon.
1,
2,
2,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Oh,
Let's give them a special dance where we show them our asses and we wiggle our asses. This is Patreon, dude.
oh, do you want me to show them the underwear that you're referring to?
Yeah, show them. They deserve.
I'll show them.
Show them that.
I'll show
They
them
deserve to. They deserve
that.
that.
That you mentioned in the episode.
Show them what you're wearing right now. Jesus Christ! It's like, get ready, mates, for the Chippendale Down Under. Red, panty, panty, nut cup. Dude, pull more down, dude. Show them, pull more down. Turn around, show them your crack. Patreon, exclusive. Down under, mate. Red satin panties. Yeah. Can I see the front real quick?
No.
Okay. Patreon exclusive.
So, do you want to pull out my stitches on a different episode?
No, dude. I don't want to get near your shit, dude. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
They're supposed to fall out.
I really enjoyed the challenge from last episode.
Yeah?
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for making it so
Want to make it special and unique.
yeah.
Because honestly, I want to I want to okay. I do feel and I think on Patreon is a perfect way to talk about this with you guys. I like doing the challenges, but I'm a little bit afraid of the shelf life on these challenges.
What are you talking about?
I'm afraid that we've done so many that I don't want to just do a challenge to do a challenge.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to articulate.
No. Bob mentioned that. We were talking. He goes, "Yeah, you guys should like simmer down with it and just do it when like you don't have to do it all the time. Just do it once in a while and make it special. You know?"
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Because I talked to Bob. I was like, dude, it's so hard to come up with these.
Yeah, he mentioned that.
Even with people suggesting stuff, it's still hard to like produce them in a creative way and make it fun and
Yeah. Because it's like becoming a chore now. Where we're
yeah, I
like,
don't want to, even though sometimes, podcasting is work, I never really look at it like that because I feel very fortunate that we get to do this,
right, obviously, yeah.
But I don't want it to feel like that though, because I think it can come on. I think that can sometimes, unfortunately, translate to camera.
Right.
Like, and we, like I don't like even when we are setting up the challenge, like we're like, all right, what is it this week? I don't like that energy behind it. Like where we're already like going into it, like, all right, well, let's just get to it. Because early episodes, we were like genuinely like, oh, the challenge.
Yeah.
But we hadn't done a crazy amount of them, so
yeah,
we weren't burnt yet.
Oh, we're burnt.
On the challenges, yeah.
Yeah.
So on Patreon, what I'm asking you guys is comment maybe on something that you think that could be an interesting thing to maybe replace the challenge with, because we still want to make Scissor Bros feel unique. I feel like the music always separates us and some of the other segments that we do, but like the challenge is a huge component of Scissor Bros.
It is.
People kind of associate the challenge with Scissor Bros, so that's why I don't want to, nix it entirely. But I just want to.
Can we do it every other week or something?
I don't know. I just want to spice it up in a way like we did this most recent episode, where it doesn't have to be a negative challenge. It can be something that improves our life in a different way.
I'm down for that.
Like,
yeah.
dude, like it doesn't have to hurt us. Like if we do a barber challenge, they're seeing our hair get cut on the podcast, and it could go south or it could be good.
Right.
So that's a challenge in itself, in my opinion, and that's something that other podcasts aren't doing.
Right.
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that even if it's like every other one or something, where they look forward to it. We're like, oh, dude, they haven't done it in a while. Oh, it's like, I think they're like it's like more like they're getting desensitized to like, oh, it's like, it's a part of the weekly thing opposed to like, oh, this is special. They're doing a challenge this week, I think that's what Baba was trying to like express. Like, yeah, you guys, you don't have to do it every week. You guys should like cut back and do it like make it a special thing.
Because honestly, the clips that do the best are just you and I just like going back and forth and talking about silly stuff.
The challenge.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Yeah.
I don't know, stuff to think about.
Dude, I can't even believe we maintained that for all these weeks, dude. And a challenge every week, like
over 2 years of challenges.
Over 2 years of challenges.
Yeah.
That's crazy, dude.
It really is.
It's insane. Like other podcasts, they don't have to worry about that. They just show up. That brings up a whole different. I mean, that in itself is a. I mean, there's times when like you're not like it's the same for you. Like where me and Ryan are talking, like okay, and then
dude, I know.
Bring this and then what about it's just like a whole different aspect about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if we
which isn't a bad thing. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying like you said, if we're spending that time some weeks investing it into other parts.
Yeah.
Like other elements of the podcast.
Yeah.
Could be interesting.
Yeah.
That was a big old piece of jerky.
Oh yeah.
But it's the end of the episode. Guys, thank you so much. Leave a comment below. Let us know. We're trying to figure things out. We want to mix up the format. We want to make it fresh for you guys, our beloved patrons of the podcast, and then also for the rest of the people who support the podcast on the main YouTube channel. So we love you guys. We hope you enjoyed this wild, story-filled episode of Scissor Bros.
Y'all.
And we love you. Bye. Scissor Brothers! Hello? Is anyone still there? Is Todd Feingold out there? Oh, fuck, that was insane. But super entertaining for Patreon. I was like, what the fuck? And that takes a lot for me to say that because I hear Steve talk every single week on the show. But I was like, wow. You've outdone yourself, and the patrons should be pretty excited about this shit. I don't really have anything else to say about that other than shout out to the Feingolds. Alright, See you guys next week. Love you. Bye.
But what ended up happening is we were doing that, and then he goes, let me try. And then he got on top of me.